So many notifications. Let me do this. Okay. Here we go. JL just made a comment. It's funny. What I call my show late night, should call it Food Storm. That's not a bad idea. Hi everybody, MJ here, and we're simultaneously broadcasting. Simultaneously broadcasting on Periscope and on YouTube. And the way we have it set up, the Periscope comments and YouTube comments should all burn to the same stream. So if I go to that's full screen. Hi everybody. I want to say hi and good evening from Taiwan. And if you're joining the first time, this is MJ, and I live in kind of northwest central. Hey Dave, how are you? Now you're up late. How you doing? Got some scotch tonight. Ordered a bit of food. I ordered some shrimp, some of the famous crispy shrimp. Really nice. Hey Rob. Now please let me know if you are in fact viewing on Periscope. I'd be very interested to know, because I've set this up so the Periscope comments come into the so the Periscope comments come into the YouTube stream. That's what we're doing. That's what we're looking at. So we are in fact live on Periscope, as I see us. And so what I'm going to do is take a look at the, we got one viewer, I think it's me. We don't have too many Periscope viewers on this channel anymore, so I felt a little alone. Well, that's interesting. What I'm really interested is do the comments work? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a comment on Periscope. That's pretty amazing when you say that you're lonely on Periscope. Now, I see Rob and I see, yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's not functioning. It should be. I've gone over this with Streamlabs. I set this up exactly how they said to set it up. Go up here to editor. Yep, that's the chat box. Yep, so it means somehow. Oh well. Next thing I got to do is test it at home from the studio. But this is exactly how it's set up according to Streamlabs. So it should be working. Anyway, I'll leave this open. You see, the Taiwan Live TV Periscope channel has been dead for so long that nobody's expecting me to broadcast on it anymore, especially because of, the terms of service. But I'm doing a whole different thing now. I don't really need to do anything with it. I'm just using it like a TV in the bus station. Now, what am I drinking tonight? I got to tell you about this. Everybody who knows whiskey knows Teachers. William Teachers. Old brand. And William Teacher, the original owner of the pub, his son William Teacher Jr. and his brother opened up the Ardmore distillery in Scotland. It's a very, very famous and very well-respected distillery. And It's really funny because I ordinarily only drink single malts. I don't like blends. So for years I've seen this Teacher's Highland Cream. It's blended whiskey, blended scotch, and I just thought, how good could it be? Well, last week I took a look at it, and I looked at some of the comments in the reviews, and I decided to buy it based on the reviews. And I took it home and I was astonished because it tastes very much like Ardmore. I recognized it as very similar to Ardmore Legacy. Now, I told you that they opened the Ardmore, distillery. Anyway, hey Coco, how are you? Anyway, I said to myself, this tastes like Ardmore Legacy, and then I read on Wikipedia that most of the output of the Ardmore distillery goes to Teachers, and I was astonished. That's telling me that my palate is working. But yeah, holy cow. So I got to tell you, even if you're a single malt scotch drinker, this Teacher's Highland Cream, I think you'll like it. It actually is mildly peated. That is has a mild smoke flavor from the peated malt from the Ardmore distillery. It's very similar, and Ardmore is a fantastic distillery. So, wow! And the thing is this particular bottle is like $7 or $8 cheaper than the Ardmore Legacy, which is a single malt, and that is a blend. And I've been drinking it last couple of days, and I'm really wow. I mean, it smells like Ardmore Legacy almost exactly, not quite. And the smoke is light. When you nose it, especially this glass doesn't go in on the top, to concentrate it, but there isn't a great degree of smokiness to it. But when you taste it on the palate, there is. Again, not a great degree, but a nice touch. So I want to welcome everyone who's on Periscope, and I have made attempts to get the Periscope comments to stream to the to YouTube, and it was working. I don't know why it's not working now, but I just sent another message. Hey Steve, how are you? And I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm just going to make sure that it's set to show. And if I do this, yep, showing on stream, showing on preview. All right, let me do one more thing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to add the separate chat box here on top of this just to make sure that we got this. I'm just going to see what happens. All right? Showing on stream, showing on preview. So yeah, I've got, this is about as good as I can make it right here. If, Steve, thanks very much. If it's going to work at all, it's going to work now. Wow, Steve shared on Periscope or shared on Twitter and retweeted. Thank you. All right. So, 6 viewers here, I'm one. 4 on YouTube. Look, we're not going to win any popularity contests, but hopefully tonight I'll be able to show you some good food. Now I am eating some garlic peanuts, and it says this is famous from Taiwan. So these are garlic peanuts, and right here in Taiwan. And this was 50 NT, so this is less than $2, and it's how many? It's I think it's 112 grams, isn't it? So, oh, 谢谢。酱油，筷子，对。Who on earth brings food out and doesn't bring chopsticks? These guys they do everything. They pass by the chopsticks. They don't grab them. They bring the food, And then I'm looking at them, got nothing to eat it with. So, shit. And he's Vietnamese. Didn't understand my Chinese. It's not my fault. All right, here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to bend this down. I want to show this to you. This is tonight's dish. It is wok fried shrimp. And you can, let me pull it back a little bit because it's out of focus. With big chunks of garlic you see all through here. White onions. And scallions, of course. And yeah, here it is. Beautiful dish tonight that, like always, I'm going to eat right in front of you. And you know I am. So here we go. And this kind of stuff, in my opinion, goes great with these. Okay, so now I got two chat boxes, but I'm trying to make sure that there's no difference between them. Ew, why'd you say ew? You mean because of eating the shells? No. The shells are a really good source of nutrition. Thank you. It actually is good. All right, I got to talk to Streamlabs because the Periscope comments are not making it here, and they're supposed to. So here it goes. Garlic. Funny because Periscope comments did do that. Yes. Oh. Okay, I'm not a shrimp fan. Now see, we have the double chat boxes. So I'm just going to remove this chat box on this side because, well, it's not capturing the Periscope comments either. So, yeah, well, I just did it on purpose, so I can take care of that right now. There we go. See, I was using the discrete URL, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, I had both the discrete URL and the actual widgets. It's complicated, but no. Probably would. In Periscope, they said that make a good recipe for crayfish. Yep. Thing is, though, you can't really eat the shells on crayfish the same way. Now, here we go. Now, oh yeah. And these are brine shrimp. These are not the Thai shrimp, so-called. Good evening, Betty. How are you? These are not the, what do they call them, langoustines, you know, with the claws. That's may gross some of you guys out. But I ate the head too. Lots of flavor. And they've been cooked sufficiently so they're very soft. A couple of garlic peanuts. Man, oh man. Now I'm looking at the comments on Periscope, and I'm also looking at the what am I trying to say? Yeah, it is. Looking at the stream on Periscope, and it is very clear, super clean. Super clean, I like it. It's great. All right, so I apologize. I am using my second device to try to monitor YouTube. I got to figure out why this isn't working. There is a procedure. Oh, it is. And these sliced garlic pieces, oh yeah. mean, look at this puppy. Wow. Almost like a golden color. Whoops. Almost dropped it. Depending on the customers, they can, I've seen them open at 3 or 4. Right now it's 1:45 a.m. All the chairs were up. And when I came in, I asked if the kitchen was open. They said, yeah. So I ordered these, and 10 minutes later they came out. I ordered them, came out, started the stream, and you saw they came real quick. So I don't think they're waiting for me. And you see right here, these chairs are stacked. Not too good. Honestly, not too good. T's old place over there, you know T, right? T's old place over there, the banh mi was actually better. Here it's just not, I'm going to be honest, it's not that good. They do actually do more Thai style food. So, I don't know. The funny thing is they took over from the old Xiao Hui's. When Xiao Hui went out of business, she sold her business to Win-Win. And Xiao Hui personally trained the chefs in Thai cuisine. I bet it was. They have that in Laos too. And they call it baguette farang, which is kind of it's an inside joke. But I bet it was. Teas was really nice. Here it's just a couple pieces of sliced meat. It's just nothing, you know, really exciting. Although I will tell you, one thing I was surprised about is that the Taiwanese bakers did a good job doing that kind of bread. Excellent. I miss Laos so bad. I want to go back. I want to go back really bad. But, all right, now before we go any further, I just want to mention my sponsor, ivideo.com.tw/English if you want to go to the English site, which I highly recommend. If you're watching on YouTube or on Periscope and you want to go to the YouTube channel, in the description is a link and a 10% off code. That's good every time you use it. If you're traveling, you need to check out ivideo.com. David Osaka, John Sabot, Casper, all the major streamers that you know are using ivideo.com. We're using it right now. It's a robust signal. I use it at home in my home studio. It's a robust signal, and I want to demonstrate how robust it is. They have excellent service. Here's the thing. It's 2018. It ain't 2011. When I went to the Philippines in 2011, I had my brand new 1-month-old Galaxy S, like Galaxy S1, like the first one. And I went to the airport, and I was with my Filipino friend. He took me over to get a SIM card. There's nobody standing there. I walked up to the counter, said, "What do you got?" This, that, the other. Okay, I'll take that. 3 minutes. Not today. You go to the airport, and the line to get a SIM card or a Wi-Fi box for the country that you're visiting is longer than the check-in at the counter. I'm telling you, you just get off a flight, the last thing you want to do is spend 45 minutes standing in line getting a SIM card just so you can use the internet. The internet is not optional anymore. You got to have it. And I mean, even for safety purposes. So what do? Go to ivideo.com.tw pre-order your Wi-Fi box. They set it up. You pick it up at the airport. You can just go over to a kiosk, show your ID. They give it to you. You sign for it, and you split. And when you go back to the airport, you drop it off. It couldn't be any easier, and there's no line. Because all you're doing is picking it up. It's already been done. So I highly recommend them. And when I went to the States back in February for 4 days, and they gave me the T-Mobile box, well, the quality couldn't have been better. And it really saved me, because for those of you who have followed me and look back on those streams at that point, you guys recall that I actually got stranded at the airport because my flights got canceled. So I'm making sure that there's no comments I missed. So yeah, ivideo.com.tw. That's your hookup. That's your hookup for internet. And Dave, we appreciate all these scopes that you're doing from around Southeast Asia. And Dave's using ivideo.com too. So what does that tell you? You should be using it. All right, and that's the commercial. And we're drinking teachers. This is actually so nice. It's really nice. Now, when I use my MJ Klein Periscope channel, I get a lot more traffic. But it's not about traffic. I wanted to line them up. I wanted to line up Taiwan Live YouTube with Taiwan Live Periscope, you understand. So, yeah. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out why the YouTube comments aren't flying into the stream, because they were. And I hadn't talked with with Streamlabs. I've been working with them via support email. They have a woman named Maya who's just outstanding, very responsive, super polite, really knowledgeable, and you know, everything that you want in a customer service person. So there are a number of steps that I can take to troubleshoot this. I may actually end up doing some 5-minute test, streams. So bear with me over the next couple of days if I have to do that. Now, if you notice the title of tonight, yeah, Steve said, not much happening here. And that's true, Steve. But you can't blame people, because that channel, even though it has 1,700 followers, it's been dead for 2 years. I mean, I started it in April, and it rapidly rose, and within, like, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, it had 1,700 subscribers, but I suspect that most of those subscribers are gone. That's what happens. So I see Coco is joining us on Periscope. So fortunately I have a second device. But I think Dave meant to make a comment but didn't quite make it. Anyway, there's two things I want to tell you. Dave has graciously agreed to come on my show from the studio and to be a guest. We have yet to work out when it's going to be. It's going to be soon. I've been really, really tied up in some other projects, and that's why it's my fault. But we're taking a week off. We're going to Kaohsiung. Now, you guys know Kaohsiung. I've been there before. That's the home of the Cowboy Bar, the Cowboy Pub. I'm going to go there again. I'm going to drink whiskey. I'm going to live stream on both platforms. I'm also going to live stream down by the canal. Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. Yep, you guys know that's what I'm going to be doing, broadcasting by the river. Now I got a really cool, new, Taiwanese design and made, thank you, tripod mount. You know, to hold the mobile phone. It's like, it's a piece of aluminum covered with a piece of foam. And it's bendable, so you can just wrap it around stuff. You can wrap it around poles and things. And it's got this incredible 6061 alloy machined aluminum billet. I mean, precision machined tripod head. It's fantastic. I got to show this thing to you. You won't believe it in the Light Night group, but I'll post a picture of it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know. Wait a minute, I gotta check this out. Who said that? Yeah, Steve said, go, yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, there's a bot. I've got to, What happened to Periscope? Guys, remember the old days when you could just block somebody? Remember that? Oh, now you can't block them. You gotta report them. And then you gotta pick a category. And I guess if they don't agree with you, they won't do anything about it. But it's like one of those, you won't see the person's broadcast or comments in this broadcast anymore. That's not what I want. I don't want to see them ever again. Yeah, what you have to do is you have to click on the overflow and go to their profile. See this? Reply, view profile, report comment. That's all I can do. So if I go like this, and I go to view profile, then I can click up here and block user. Now they're blocked. But you had to sit here and wait while I did that. Anyway. Yeah. 2 new messages. What are they? Anyway, so, yeah. You know, I just want to block. Anyway. Fortunately, yeah, Steve, broadcaster can block. Yeah, but apparently I'm not the broadcaster. I don't know. What can I tell you? I want to be able to block even if I'm not the broadcaster. I want to be able to block if I'm just, you know, don't like somebody's comments. I want to be able to get rid of them. So I always go to the profile, click the overflow menu, and boom. Yeah. That's it. See, what it is I believe I'm logged in. Yeah, I'm logged in as MJ on this account, so that's why. So I'm really perplexed. It's high. I'm really perplexed that that doesn't show up here. It was doing it a week or so ago, but I don't know. No shirt. It's a local thing here that people do. So I'm going to be down in Kaohsiung at the Cowboy Bar, and it's going to be there for a week. If we go over to the Dream Mall, yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Egg drop. Yeah. I don't need egg drop. No more hashtag enable services for me. After cash, you know. But seriously, if we go over to the Dream Mall and we go in the Ferris wheel, I can stream that. But I do want to go to the big night market. Now the problem is Taiwan. You know, internet service is cheap. Everybody knows that. In fact, because we have these telecom wars, if I told you guys, I'm going to have to back away because you're going to throw stuff. Unlimited 4G. I'm talking fast speeds. I'm talking like 50, 80. It's, I didn't vote. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment, and there was a vote on it. Oh. Yeah. More of these bots. See, we don't have this problem. We don't have this problem on YouTube. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh well, whatever. So, oh yeah. Mobile internet is so cheap that it's now about $15 a month. And so everybody has it. And they never turn it off. So you go to places like the mall where there's 4,000 people. And, you know, their apps are updating. Facebook is updating. Google's updating. And whatever else they got going. So you can't get a signal. So I go to the Liuhe night market, and there's 6,000 people there, and I've got an upload speed of like 2 kilobytes. So I end up walking around with my gimbal and just shooting video and uploading it later, but we'll see what happens. I want to go there again. There's a beautiful station, and Steve says, egg drop lives matter. There's a beautiful station in the KRT, which is the Kaohsiung Rapid Transit. There's a Kaohsiung Metro, a Kaohsiung subway. You don't hear about that too much. Hi, Nabil, how you doing? You don't hear about that too much because you always hear about the Type A system. But there's an absolutely beautiful station. And I should probably scope it. I photographed it and blogged on it. But I gotta tell you, since I've been live streaming for the last several years, my blog has gone to the dogs. I mean, I went to Bali last year. Hi, Nabil. I went to Bali last year, and I haven't even blogged on it yet. It's just, I know. I'm negligent, but you got to choose what you do. There's only so many hours in the day, hours in the week, and you're going to, pick what you do. And so that's what, I'm live streaming more than anything else. Can't see who this is. Unfascia KP, I'm not sure who that is, but hi. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. But let me see. Let me just take a look. Keepay. Okay. Keepay, very good. Nice to see you. Thank you. And thanks for not being a bot. But yeah, you gotta pick what you can do, and I have a sub 6-year-old, Oh, by the way, for those of you who have been following me for a long time, and you know about all the junk, all the crap, all the lying and dishonesty and stuff that's been going on with Phoenix's kindergarten, the good news is we're putting her in a new kindergarten, and she starts after we come back from vacation next week. And look at this. Help moderate this comment. It says, hi, MJ. Looks okay. Oh, my goodness. Nabil was canoeing for 5 days. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, the lag's 90 seconds because I'm broadcasting on 2 different platforms through Restream. So it doesn't show 90 seconds for me though. When I do stuff up here, and I see it down there, it's about 20 seconds. But I'd be more than happy to do one of my famous latency tests, which you guys know I love to do. What do you say? You want to do one? All right. So I'm going to assume that it's 90 seconds, so I need a few minutes for these guys here to catch up on Periscope. I think it's faster on YouTube. Let's do it. Okay. I think it's faster on YouTube. You bet. That sounds fantastic. Did you maybe able to live stream it or at least photograph it and, you know, like put photographs somewhere that we can see, like on Flickr or something? That'd be great. All right, here's what I'd like you to do. I would like you to cue up like the number 1 or the letter A, it doesn't matter, in your keyboard, but don't press send. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a countdown. I'm going to go 5, excuse me, I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send. And that's when I would like for you to press send, obviously. And then I'm going to count. I'm going to look between both devices and I will give the number of seconds, you know, upon where I see the comment. That'll be a very interesting test. So we're coming up on 5 seconds before the countdown. So here we go. Getting ready for the countdown. Ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send. Okay, moving over to YouTube. Okay, we got 5 seconds, David Osaka, and 6 seconds. Coco for, 6 seconds for Coco. And I see nothing on Periscope yet. Yeah, that's where the party is, right? Okay, so yeah, you guys all under 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah, so okay, so Nabil's just answering my question about the pictures. So we're 30 seconds now. And so, yeah. And I don't know why, because I have the I have the Periscope stream set for low latency. So now we're at 40. Okay, 1, I just got this. Okay, so it's like 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Thank you. Thank you for that on Periscope. And here we go. And all right. So there isn't any point in doing anymore, so. Yeah, I understand. And I got another bot. New profile. Block user. Crazy. All right. Now, here we go. More teachers. Highland Cream. Take this from a dedicated single malt Scotch drinker. For a blended Scotch, it ain't bad. As time goes on, we're going to work more on honing the system so, you know, we get less latency, excuse me. And I want to get those Periscope comments coming into the stream. It's important. I just, you know, let me go full screen for a second. Because that way, when I view full screen, I'm not viewing the preview. And I see the comments as they come in on the stream, which is a little bit better for answering and so forth. But Yeah, my Periscope numbers on Taiwan Live TV are in the toilet. It's okay. We don't do what we do for numbers. You guys know all those scopes we did in 2016, where we went around to all the different places and tried to introduce you to Taiwan. It was all about Taiwan and showing it in a live stream environment. So it wasn't about making numbers. What I'm eating is, I just finished like some of these garlic peanuts. What I'm eating now is these fried shrimp. And they're wok fried. They got garlic. I showed it at the beginning. The dish is considerably emaciated now. These are wok fried, and so the shell is completely soft. And there's garlic, white onion, and tons of garlic, white onion, and scallions. And so just bite it. No problem. Well, who knows? Hi, Gallardo. How's it going? Barb, how are you? More bots. Barb, I haven't seen you for a long time. How you been doing? All right. The truth is, I don't think anybody really actually knows about numbers, and maybe even YouTube, but I tend to believe YouTube numbers because they're not, for me, they're not huge. I mean, suddenly I woke up one morning and I found, that I had 10,000 new views on something. I mean, I'd question that. Unless I had some, rock star visit me or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it has been a long time, yes. Barb says it's been a long time, yes it has. Sorry about the lag, the delay. We're using Restream, and we're streaming to two platforms at the same time. Trying to do the best we can do. And I am letting YouTube suffer a little bit from a high bit rate, but it doesn't seem to be choking it off. It doesn't really affect the, that's not the source of the delay. Now about the shrimps. What about the head? Somebody asked me one time, just normal. I'm sending, I'm only sending like 2,500 K to Restream in 720p. I'm keeping it low. I'm using the same settings that I use in OBS in my home studio. There's no need to be overwhelming. I'm not, trying to produce 60 frames a second or anything. It's just 30 frames a second. So there's no need for that kind of resolution. But I was eating shrimp one night, and I thought somebody was trolling me when they said, "Do you suck the head?" I'm like, no. I eat it. A lot of flavor. You know from watching Iron Chef all those years that crab brains are a flavor element that a lot of chefs use. And shrimp brains, shrimp head, has a lot of flavor too. So anyway. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. Well, I mean, I never knew if, I was being trolled or not, but now actually, my numbers here show that I'm transmitting at 1,500K. So actually, I forgot that I lowered it down. 30 frames a second, 1,500K. And I'm streaming to the Singapore server, which obviously is closer to me. So anyway, now for those of you viewing on Periscope, if you look at my profile, I'm not a VIP, don't want any super hearts. But if you would like to follow us, please follow me on YouTube. Please. I need the followers on YouTube. Thank you. All right. So down in Kaohsiung, there's a lot of stuff going on. Going to be visiting our family, and I think they have some places in mind that are going to take us, but I'm not sure where. But I'm going to tell my wife, and of course, Phoenix is totally into it. Phoenix is my daughter. You know, wherever I can, I'm going to try to live stream. And I've never actually tried to live stream from inside the Dream Mall. But on the top floor of the mall, that's where they got the... no, we're driving down. Because I want my car there, you know. I'm not going to drive to the bar, but... yeah, we're driving down because there's, you know, several things that I want to do while I'm down there. I just got to have the car. And plus, you know, my mom's... My wife's mom can get around, but my wife's dad is having problems. And I just don't want him to have to deal with a taxi. You know, we have a van. I'm just going to open the door. I'm going to help him into the front seat, you know, buckle him in myself. And I'm not going to drive like a maniac like the taxi drivers do, because they drive as fast as they can drive because, you know, they got to make money looking for the next fare. So part of it is we want to take my wife's dad out, you know, to eat in different places and maybe to the doctor, whatever he needs. And so, yeah, it's just one of the things that I think that is our responsibility we should do, and therefore I need my car. But we are going to miss this iconic backdrop. Now, no, not really. They're pretty cheap. Actually, everything is relatively cheap. If I drive straight down and there's no real traffic jams, it's about 3.5 hours. With my wife and Phoenix, we'll stop at least once, maybe twice. And some of the rest areas have these little toy trains, and you put 50 NT in and you ride around the track. So, yeah, it's our duty. And, excuse me. And so, you know, when it's all said and done, it's 4 hours. But, and I don't want to rush down there, you know. And I do have, yeah, thanks. I do have cruise control, which was funny because for many years in Taiwan, cars did not have it. Oh, it's the one ended that, huh? Okay. Yeah, he wanted to shut the outside light off, but he turned the inside off. I told him, never mind, doesn't matter, it's cool. I got my little light with me. Oh, let me show you something. Let me show you the kind of products that we have here in Taiwan. Have you guys seen these? This is a USB light. You guys probably have these in America, right? They can bend, you know, so you can plug them in. See, what you do is you plug them into like your oh yeah, that's right, exactly right, yeah, that's right. And right over there at the Jar Jar store, plug them into like your battery bank, and you've got like a nice light, right? And it's pretty bright. You guys have this kind of stuff in the States, right? I don't know, I'm asking. Should be. This is 100 NT. This is $3. And they sell them in Taiwan for $3. And they make a profit. So you can imagine how much it really costs. There's all kinds of things like that here in Taiwan. And I'm working on some new products that we can sell in oh, sorry. Nabia was asking me, he says, you accept Super Hearts here. I'm sorry. No, I don't. I don't accept Super Hearts. I don't want Super Hearts. They complicate my taxes. I'm sorry. It's not worth it to me to add another revenue stream unless it's like a lot of money. It's crazy. But there is something coming up that I want you to know about. Do I take credit? Funny you should ask that. The answer to that question is yes. Okay. There are all kinds of these products that we have here in Taiwan. And the thing is, you know, if you want to get stuff like this, and you're looking for somebody to partner with, you know, you wonder how, you know, I don't know anybody that has an export license. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know somebody has an export license. This guy. Actually, my wife's company. So, yeah. But there is a small announcement that I want to make. Very soon, within a matter of weeks, you will be able to order. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a drum roll, please? No, I think I'm going to get the door slammed over here. We are going to offer a Taiwan Live TV t-shirt. The initial offering is a higher cost than I would like. But I'm doing the initial offering just to get it out there, okay? And I'm telling you this because you may want to wait. See, I don't do things to make money. This is not about making money. I'm doing it because I've had a you know, bazillion requests for it. And of course, you know, I did the prototype for Casper. Casper's been wearing it around, and apparently he's been showing up at different places with this Taiwan Live TV t-shirt. So, we've got a really beautiful white cotton t-shirt with an accent around the collar, you know, and around the sleeves here. And the price, the U.S. price is $34.99. It's a little high. But I'm going to be working over the next 6 months or so with other suppliers to get the price down. We're going to do some other things. I have other products in mind that I want to promote. One of them is I want to do a Taiwan Live branded man bag. No, it doesn't include shipping, but that is for North America. Yeah, I know, but I am limited. I want to do a Taiwan Live branded man bag. So, man can, yeah. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. Blazing across the rear end, that would be something. Because in Asia, you know, all men carry bags, and when that's so funny. When I went back to the States, you know, I carried my man bag, and I actually had a few admirers who noticed me. Of course, I was wearing my Indonesian batik. I was shopping in Walmart, and my shirt was louder than the music. You know, it was just, you know, you guys have seen my batik, so I'm going to check here and see if I missed any comments on. All right, so there you go. Yeah, drum. Oh, sorry. Somebody gave me a drum roll on Periscope, and I missed it. So, but that's what we're going to do. So, exactly. But Dave, you're Asian now. Okay, you know, you're Japanese. So there it is. No, you need them. And especially if you travel. And I remember back in like 2010, or no, I'm going to say 28, like 10 years ago, I was in the States, and I had a much larger bag that I bought in Hong Kong. and you know, had a pocket for my GPS and my phone, all kinds of stuff. And I was at the supermarket, and I popped the thing open, you know, and got my stuff out. And I noticed a couple of guys looking at me, and they're kind of like, geez, I wish I had the guts to carry one of those. So, yes, it is. But the thing of it is, right, is they don't count this because it's a personal bag. They never count it. I'm telling you. Do they count a woman's pocketbook? No. So they can't count a man's pocketbook either. If they give you any crap about it, you hit them on it. That's what you do. So, it's worse, yeah. Well, if you remember last year when John Sabot and I went and saw the big, you know, the pigs in the big pigs display last year, like around this time, he featured a little shot of me with my colorful Kipling bag. And off camera, John said he really admired me. He says, you don't give an RA, you know, about what other people think. I go, no, why would I? Fumbling around, where's my keys? I don't know. And that big wallet in the back that does nothing but press, you know, on your buttocks and cause all kinds of sciatic nerve problems. I don't want that, man. I mean, I used to work with a guy. He had a billfold about this big. First thing you do is get in the car, and he'd go and throw it on the dashboard. It's like, whoa. Every receipt, you know, he had for the week and stuff, got to collect all this stuff. Well, here you go. This is it. You know, I got my front pocket where I keep my Wi-Fi box, my USB cables, and my battery bank. And here are where I keep my phones. Back here is personal stuff, ID, business cards, and then in the middle is everything else. Let me show you, you know, like this, my microphone. I'm not using it tonight, but if I need it, there it is. I have, ladies and gentlemen, a mini tripod because I also carry my 360 camera. Hey, this, you know, is the 21st century. We gotta have this stuff. I've got a little box that I carry my different pens in because I have fine writing instruments, and I also have my medicine with me. So that's kind of it. That's kind of it. Yeah. And tissues. Tissues, guys. Tissues. Yeah. Yeah. You think you're a wuss? Ever sat down, done a number 2, I looked at the roll and went, uh-oh. That's why you carry these. Yeah. Somebody wants to come in. Excuse me, I'm going to get the door. Oh, he's got it. Okay. He's got it. No problem. There you go, son. All right. That's what happens in Asia. Now it says in Periscope, it says it's lost the connection. It's trying to reconnect. Let me take a look here. Nope, we're good. I don't know why it's lost connection. I think it might still be transmitting. I think it just might be my receive. Yeah. Yeah, we're still transmitting. Oh well. What can I tell you? Anyway, it says 0 here on YouTube. Wonder what happened. 0 on YouTube. Wonder what happened. We're still on. Good signal. Gosh, we've got no errors. What can I tell you? All right, the thing for me to do now is to go check YouTube. I don't know. Weird. Everything, according to my information, is that we are still on. I've got no failures. I've got a strong signal. Don't know. Don't know what happened. Anyway, let me look at my open signal. Do a quick speed test. We had great internet speeds earlier. True speeder connection. Okay. It's gone down a little bit. All right. From the stream data, we seem okay. Looks like we might be down. Coming up now. Well, we'll see what happens. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like we've lost everybody. Hate when that happens. It's the nature of networks. It is 2:30 though. I'm broadcasting for 45 minutes. So why don't we say goodnight? Because it looks like things are deteriorating. Anyway, thanks for joining, and the announcements about the t-shirt and stuff, I appreciate your comments very much on that, and we're working, with some local suppliers to get the price down, but right now I gotta work through a supplier in the United States, and that's what's holding the price point so high. They're actually holding us to a price point that we can't go below, and that's it. So thanks so much for joining. You guys take care, have a good evening, and we'll see you next time from Kaohsiung next week. Thanks so much for joining Late Night. This is MJ Klein saying Zaijian from Taiwan. Bye bye.